Today on The Educators, new Virginia Governor Ben's school mask mandates. We are reacting to the newly inaugurated Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin signing an executive order ending mask mandates for children in schools. As some district says, they're making policies will stay in place. Plus, a mom in Virginia showed up at a school board meeting threatening to bring every single gun loaded and ready if her children were forced to comply with a school mask mandate. You definitely don't want to miss our thoughts about this. Then, does anybody realize that our American schools are empty? Well, many teachers are walking into school buildings that are understaffed and unattended due to COVID-19 surges and threats of violence. But the question is, why? So let's hear about our powerful conversation on that matter. The educators, Daniel Anderson, Coach Darnell Jerome, and Andy Press starts right now. Welcome to the educators, you guys. Welcome back on this lovely Wednesday. As you can see on today, that Coach Darnell Jerome is not here on today, but don't fret, he will be back soon. So we have a lot to get to this week. We got a lot of topics to talk about. So let's dive on in.
All right, so let's talk about, and this is the biggest topic as of now, you guys, that we're recording this, which is our schools, they're empty. And what do I mean by that is also, of course, the COVID, many students and teachers and the staff members, it's taken a toll on all of us. Then you had some gun violence, people are wanting to go to school. And to me, this does not, and we're going to talk about a topic later on into the show dealing with that. And with me, I don't understand why, and I know I talk about this all the time, that our students, if I was still in school right now, you guys, if I was still back in high school, for instance, at the time right here, I would not feel safe of going to school. First, of course, with COVID. Then you have, people who are just wanting to, why, and I know that, probably they're dealing with some mental issues or whatever, and that may not be the case. But why, and I want to ask you this, Andrew, why why is, to me, in my eye, it is the number one issue that people, they want to go to school and start shooting, bringing guns. Why is that the case? Why is people want to go into our schools and why is that? Into your eye, why is that? Always go into our schools and we hear about this all the time, school shootings. To me, I really don't get it. I really don't get it.
Well, I don't know how to answer that question because we really don't know. We really don't know.
Why?
Unless we talk to that student of why, what's going. That's going back of building relationships with your students.
Yeah.
As to why they're doing this, why, I don't know. Is it because of stress? I don't know if it's because there's something happened at home that they need to get off their chest. Who knows? Who knows? But um and what I truly believe is that this past 2 years has been stressful for a lot of people.
Right.
A lot of people. And the reason why I said that is because It wasn't like this back in 2018. It wasn't like this in back in
Yeah.
2017. It wasn't like this in back in 2016. So when the pandemic hit, it built a whole lot of stress, not only to the teachers, not only to the administration, but also the students as well, because they, when school was out of March of 2019, we didn't know when the students would come back.
Yeah.
We didn't know until that probably June or July of that same year. We didn't know. So I think it comes up to stress and the main thing is really stress, I would say,
Yeah.
and mental health as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And with me, we just got to do we got to do better into our schools. If we know, because we know a lot of students, you guys, especially ever since the start of the pandemic, um, like Andrew said, stress, and then also, of course, on the toll of to their mental health, and we really need to into our schools some kind of a way, if our school counselors or bring in an expert dealing with mental health so they can talk with our students, because I don't think, and this is just with me, that I wish that we had like an expert to come in and talk with us about dealing with mental health, because this and that, having resources for us, the students, and also, of course, with the teachers. So that's just with me there, that I wish that we had that into our schools. But that's my takeaway on the subject there. That, and I don't know, and I've been seeing educators on social media lately that the next school year coming up, there's going to be a lot of teachers out, and what are we supposed to do with our students? That a lot of teachers are planning on leaving this school year, and the next coming school year, nobody does not want to do the job. So that's my 2 cents on that. And if Andrew, you don't have nothing else to add, we're going to break. And when we come back, you guys, we're going to have more topics to discuss. So stay right there. You're watching The Educators. And welcome back to The Educator. So let's hop right into some more topics. So Andrew, take it away for us.
So this article is from idiotopia.org. Of course, we are talking about the math teacher. While face coverings present barriers to easy communications, educators can build a rapport with students by being deliberate in their interactions. So, of course, throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, face mask has been a primary tool for preventing infection spread. So, in classrooms, however, they've created barriers to authentic interactions because of muffled speech and sounds that can lead to an overall dehumanizing effect. Okay. Um, which is true. Okay. Which is true. Sometimes I have to pull my ass down to hear them when I say, because imagine talking with your mask on and they can't hear you what you say. So sometimes you got to pull your mask on and say, hey, and put it back up. Okay. Um, Despite difficulties with masks, teachers can still engage students and build rapport. While some of the following strategies have gained attention throughout mask wearing experiences, teachers can also look forward to applying them in unmasked post-pandemic settings. So, one of them is making eye contact. People preserve messages primarily through face expressions. Yep, that sounds about me right there. Primarily through facial expressions. Sounds about me. More so than gestures, posture, or any body language. Okay, let me just stop right there. For the people that knows me, if I don't say anything, I'm going ahead and tell you my face does all the talking. Okay. If you know me for so long, you do know that my face does the talking. Okay. Okay. I have so many face expressions, I can't even count. Okay. I'm pretty sure if you watch every single episode of either The Educators or other show, Friends with Damien and Andrew, that I have created so many facial expressions. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. same with me over here. Remember back in high school, everybody always, like if they're talking with me, and because I am too, I have a face expression that back then I didn't know I even had it, and people always, Damien, why are you making that face? I'm just trying to tell you something, and I have this face that, okay, I am listening to what you're saying, but for some reason I just have that look, and when you're talking to me, y'all all get upset with me, saying that because people, no. So yeah, I have that face expression as well, Andrew. So continue on.
Um, Telling you again, for the people from high school, my high school, they already know my face expression does the talking. So continue on when wearing a mask over half of one's face, communication through eye contact becomes even more important. Keeping in mind students' social and emotional states and cultural background, teachers can meet them eye to eye in an inviting way. This includes outgoing visual contacts with students throughout a lesson while avoiding lengthy stare downs that may invoke additional stress. Okay, let me just stop right there. Okay, let me just stop right there. I do stare downs. Okay, because clearly some of the students doesn't understand what I said, and when I give it that teaching look, they know what's up. Like go sit down. Like, what are you doing? You over here talking with your friends. What are you supposed to be doing? Doing work. Okay. Get it together. This is a grade. Like, I don't mind if you talking, but try to at least get some work done. If I catch you again, not doing work.
Yeah, we're gonna have a problem.
we're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna have to call Houston because I'm trying to figure out why.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Mhm.
Like, how many? I know you a sub right now, but how many times do you have to do like one of those teacher stare downs or that teacher look?
Well, I haven't been subbing a lot lately, but I remember my last job. Oh my gosh. I had to do this constantly, like every single day. Because they know what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm,
Come in,
mm-hmm,
sit down.
mm-hmm,
You're supposed to be working,
mm-hmm,
not talking. If I see you
mm-hmm.
talking, yeah, because I have worked with second graders and oh my gosh, they know this. And I remember I asked them this one day, okay, guys, what are you supposed to be doing? And they tell me, but why are you guys are not doing it? You guys like to talk a lot. And that's why they are the last ones to finish with their work and then we could do
Mm-hmm,
playtime because they talk
mm-hmm,
a lot. Yes, I know you guys, you want to talk. We just came back from after school. I get that,
right,
but
right,
you need to be doing what you need to do first.
right.
Then you can talk. That is just with me.
Mm-hmm.
And also another thing is my voice. Like when I yell, the whole entire room is silent. I mean, seriously. And you guys look at me. I mean, seriously, but when I had did that one day, I really shocked myself because everybody was talking. Then I just came out to say, hey, the whole room was silent. And all the teachers was looking at me saying, you guys don't test Damien because he does not play. So,
Listen, listen. Just last week, just last week, I decided to do something that I've never done, which was put some little oomph in my voice.
uh-huh.
So I said, I went. So this is my normal voice, right? This is my normal voice, right? My normal voice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just last week, I was playing the games at all. I was in zero mood. I was like, nope, because y'all want to talk and not get work done. I said, hey, y'all got some work to do. Y'all over here talking, which I don't understand. I don't mind if you talk, but listen, you got about 20 minutes till class ends. You better get it together. What you done, hand it to me, put it on my desk so I can grade it and work on another assignment. The whole class went silent. They got their work done. I was playing the games, not today. No, ma'am.
Wow.
Why you doing up? Go sit down. Go sit down. What you doing? You're over here talking to your friends. You better get some work done. I tell you that. I call it the tone switch. Call it the tone switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys don't play with us. Don't. Mm-mm.
Don't.
I know, I seem sweet, and I am, guys. I am. But when you don't do what you're
What you supposed
supposed
to
to
be
do,
doing?
then there's going to
Listen.
be a different Daniel come out, and you
Mm-hmm.
guys are not going to like it. Trust me,
Mm-hmm.
you're not.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
What else, Andrew? What else we got here?
Um, eye contact involves the entire facial region around the eyes. For example, raising eyebrows can combine curiosity and enthusiasm with a furrowed brow often results from deeper thought. Teachers can help students learn how to read behaviors and show appropriate expressions, especially call their attention to happy crinkles form around the eyes when smiling. Um, which is similar to a phrase or a term that supermodel Tyra Banks had used describing with your eyes, whether on a fashion runway or in school. Awareness of such knowledge can improve interactions. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Fine tuning your voice and watching your tempo. How one's voice carries when there are masks depends on several factors, such as classroom environment, the person speaking, mask material, and more. Part of the issue is that mask wearing can distort the speaker's own perception of the vocal volume. One solution for talking louder is using a headset microphone, which reduces vocal fatigue. Vocal clarity can also depend on intonation, and speed. Take care to not rush when talking and allow time for your student to comprehend what has been said. Okay, let me just stop right there. Okay, because I'm gonna blame myself a little bit here. The problem with me is I know what to say.
Yeah.
But my brain is like, it's like rapido, like fast. So I think y'all have noticed this in every single episode where I've tried when I'm saying something, I feel like I'm talking fast or like I stumble on some words. So I like I know what to say, but my mind is like, fast. Like, hey, I need my mind to slow down.
Yeah. And I think that's just, part, of all of us because we're humans. We're going to make mistakes. But yeah, also with me too. I think on this show as well that, when I'm trying to say something, I either, go too fast, I need to, slow down, really think of what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I think, that's just with all of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And, yeah. Tempo relates to appropriate use of wait time or think time. The period of silence after someone speaks, whether this moment follows a teacher question or a student comment. Just wait 3 to 5 seconds can encourage more student conversation, reflection, and speculation. Effect wait time also results in the teachers talking less, which has added personal restorative benefits such as more energy, composure, and happiness by the day's end. Okay. All right. I know we have a lot of topics to get to, so I'm gonna just stop right there for today.
So you guys, we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back with more topics. So stay right there. You're watching The Educators. And welcome back to The Educator. So let's hop right back into some more topics. Andrew, let's start because I really want to hear your thoughts on this. So take it away for us.
So for the past week or 2 weeks ago, we're heading up north to Virginia. Okay. It has been over the news lately. And so Virginia governor bans school mask mandates. Okay. Uh so this was back in about 2 weeks ago. So it at the time of the recording, it is now effective. Is actually effective. Just last week. So let me read you some of this lovely executive order that Governor Youngkin has signed here. All right, so there is no greater priority than the health and welfare of Virginia's children under Virginia law. Parents, not the government, have the phenomenal right to make decisions concerning the care of their children. Recent government orders requiring virtually every child in Virginia wear masks virtually every moment they're in school have proven ineffective and impractical. They have also failed to keep up with rapidly changing scientific information. For example, the August 12, 2021 order of the State Health Commissioner explicitly relates to the Delta variant and not the Omicron variant, which results in less severe illness. The order states children under the age of 12 cannot obtain vaccines. Now, children 5 and older are eligible. The order also states vaccination rates for children that are now out of date. The order notes that universal and correct mask use helps reduce transmission. As parents and educators have observed, many children wear masks incorrectly, providing little or no health benefit. The masks worn by children are often ineffective because they are made from cloth material and they're often not clean, resulting in a collection of impurities, including bacteria and parasites. Additionally, wearing masks for very long periods of time, such as entire school day, decreases their effectiveness. Masks may be more or less effective depending on the age of the child. Okay. All right, so we're gonna break this down. we're gonna break this down. The one part that really I'm very ill about is additionally wearing masks for very long periods of time, such as entire school day, decreases their effectiveness. Okay. All right. So let me say about this. As a former convenience store employee, okay. As a former convenience store employee, I had to wear my mask 8 hours a day. Okay. The only time that I take my mask off is, of course, if I'm in the break room eating my lunch or I'm in the car. Okay. Normally I go to my car to eat my lunch. Now, as in school employee, I normally have my mask on with their door closed. And the reason why I said that is because you never know, a person might knock on your door, for a meeting or something like that. So for y'all to say additionally wearing masks for pretty long periods of time, such as entire school day, decreases their effectiveness. I mean, this is where mask breaks will come in. Why not? Why not y'all just do mask breaks? I mean, I'm talking to the people in Virginia. Okay. Why not y'all just do mask breaks? If y'all say wearing masks for very long periods of time, such as the entire school day, that decreases effectiveness in the school, why not y'all just create mask breaks for, I don't know, what, 30 minutes, I would say, outside?
Hmm. Okay.
Okay. And of course, many children wear no mask incorrectly. Of course. I mean, we see it. We see it every day. Put your mask on. Must be over your nose, above your nose. Of course, we have to tell them every single day. Of course. What's your opinion on this?
Okay, I'm gonna read a statement from him, the governor. He said in Virginia, it is clear under law that parents have a fundamental right to make decisions for their children's upbringing. I believe you just already read that, for their education and their care. And so we are providing parents to opt out. We're providing them the ability to make the right decisions for their child with regards to their child's well-being. I, I, what is he thinking? What is he thinking? He wants to ban school mask mandates. Why? That's my question. Is why? And with me, I'm very careful now. I'm very careful because now we got this um what's it called, Omicron out, and I I I I don't I just I don't understand some governors into their own states would do this. Why ban into our schools?
Yeah.
You it's up for the parents basically to make the right decision for their child. And I get that. And I get that. But I just I can't. I really can't with him. It just with me, it doesn't make no sense.
Mhm.
And I understand. I mean, I understand. Like I said here, his statement makes the best decision. From the parents, let them handle it. But I don't know. It's just a lot. Andrew.
So there are 10 schools. There are 10 schools in Virginia that have decided to keep their masks on. But in February 14th, Fall Church City Public Schools, uh, the parents over there could opt out their students from wearing masks. Um, some of them, one, two, three, four, about 4 to 5 schools in Virginia have decided to lift mask mandates and will keep keep mask optional. I mean, if you want cases to go up, that's my thing. If you want cases to go up, which is going to lead to good thing I said parent, because at a public school, Page City Public Schools in Luray, Virginia, they will increase police presence at schools because a parent decided to make a perceived threat during a school board meeting about 2 weeks ago. A parent was upset about the school mask mandate and said her children would not be wearing masks on Monday, and said, and I quote, Bring every single gun loaded and ready. She was cut off because she ran over the 3-minute time allotted for comments. Then she was walking away saying, I will see you Monday.
Girl, please. Uh,
And then the next day, the Luray Police Department charged her for making a or threat on school property. Of course, she's releasing on a $5,000 bond. The superintendent over there, Miss Fox, and school board chair, Miss Gordon, released a joint statement earlier Friday saying the schools don't take these kind of threats lightly. And I quote, not only do comments such as these go against everything we wish to model for our students, they go against the very nature of how we as a community should interact with each other. Violence and threats are never acceptable or appropriate. This kind of behavior is not tolerated from our students, faculty, staff, nor will it be tolerated by parents or guests of our school division. The school officials over there are in communication with local law enforcement and that there will be increased police presence at each school Friday and Monday. So, and also, hold on top of this, parents in Chesapeake, Virginia are suing. Yes, you heard me right. Are suing the governor over his order, the mask mandate order.
wow. Wow. I,
So obviously, obviously, you want masks. Oh, let me rephrase this. Obviously, you want cases to go up. That's what you're telling me. Obviously, you want cases to go up. Obviously, hold on. Obviously, you don't care the safety of your staff, and obviously, you don't care the safety of your students. By you banning mask mandates, that just showed to me that you don't care about your students and that you don't care about your teachers, your administrators, your custodians, your bus drivers, your basically everybody that has worked in the school system. By you lifting that mask mandates, practically you want cases to go up. There are thousands and thousands of people have died from COVID-19. But by you lifting mask mandates, obviously you want that death toll to go up, especially with this variant right now, the Omicron variant that is going on right now. Obviously, that you just showed to me that you don't care, that this is a normal thing.
Why do people think that? Why do people think, you guys, this is real? This is real. This virus is real, you guys. We will never, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to say that we will never get back to the place before this pandemic has even started because of people like you. You don't want to get vaccinated, don't want to get your booster shot. You're lifting all of the mask mandates into your own schools, and you're not worrying about the safety of your teachers and, of course, your students. And like Andrew said, you guys want cases to go back up? Go ahead. Go ahead. Lots of more people are going to die. And whose fault is that? That is your fault because you guys are supposed to be the leader into your own states. Apparently, you're not. You're just not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this people like this should not be into that. That is why. I think probably a couple seasons back, that I said that is why we need our young people to get out and vote so we can have the right kind of people into these kinds of positions that we can trust, that can do the right thing for for their community. And this to me, I makes no sense. Makes no sense. You want cases to go back up? Go ahead. Go ahead. Lots of people are going to die on your watch. Okay. Andrew, anything else? Because I could keep going on and on and on, but I'm not. This just really pissed me off. Continue, Andrew. I'm gonna stop talking now.
The parents of any child enrolled in an elementary or secondary school or a school-based early child care or educational program may elect for their children not to be subject to any mask mandate in effect at the child's school or education program. No parent electing that a mask mandate should not apply to his or her child shall be required to provide a reason or make any certification concerning their child's health or education. A child whose parent has elected that he or she is not subject to a mask mandate should not be required to wear a mask on the annual policy implemented by a teacher, school district, the Department of Education, or any state authority. The superintendent of public instruction shall receive the interim guidance for COVID-19 prevention in Virginia pre-K through 12 schools issued January 14, 2021 and updated October 14, 2021, and issue new guidance for COVID-19 prevention consistent with this order. School districts should marshal any resources available to improve inspection, testing, maintenance, repair, replacement, and upgrades of equipment to improve the indoor air quality in school facilities, including mechanical and non-mechanical heating, ventilation, air, AC systems, filtering, purification fans, control systems, and window and door repair. The executive order shall be effective midnight on Monday, January 24, 2022. So by the time we're recording this on January 29th, so it's already ineffective, shall remain in full force in effect until amended or restated by the further executive orders. Okay. All right. So this order has already, like I said again, this executive order has already been ineffective.
Yeah.
I'm just too. Virginia, get yourself together, please, because there are people dying of COVID. So like, get your stuff together, okay? And even Dr. Fauci was like, look, if people are if people are wearing their mask correctly, we could see a decrease in cases, and this could be from a pandemic to epidemic if people are doing of what they're supposed to be doing.
I agree. I absolutely agree. And I don't know why, and we probably need to do a topic on this for another show, but like lately, people are not trusting Dr. Fauci no more. They're coming at him. With me, I don't understand, because he tries his best to.
And he does.
And, yeah.
And he does. And like, I think people need to listen to him, because he's basically he's in charge, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, of course he wants this to be over, of course. But if people would stop complaining Virginia, and do what they're supposed to do and listen and look at the facts, we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be in this situation.
Yeah, and people, and yeah, a lot of people, coming at him for this and that and not trusting, the science and this and that. It just, I mean, at the bottom line, the end of the day, we would try our best to help you guys.
The math ain't method. Like, that's like saying 2 + 2 = 5. Like, really? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, we give you, it's a perfect example. It's like a teacher going over the study guide and a study guide that looks exactly that's on the test, and the student failed the test the next day. Because you know why? Because the study guide looks like the test. It is literally the test. That's the same situation what's going on right here. Like, how are you going to not trust him? How are you not going to trust Dr. Fauci? But he's giving you all the information to have this COVID-19 cases to go down, how to change this from a pandemic to epidemic. He give you all the facts. He give you all the information, but yet you want to push this to the side. Oh, I'm not going to listen to him. He does not know what he's talking about. Well, do you have a doctorate degree? Do you have a doctorate degree in medicine? Are you in charge? Are you part of the WHO? Are you the main person? Because if not, then I don't want to hear it at all. Or are you the one that's communicating or talking to the people at WHO to, all right, let's see what we can do to decrease these cases? What should we tell the American people to decrease these cases? Do you do that? No. Do you go to the White House and speak to the president and the vice president to let them know what is going on? To tell the American people? No, you don't. So I don't want to hear it. That is why you need to trust him. This is why you need to listen. Open your big ears and listen.
Well, let me just keep my comments to myself because I don't. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. You guys can come at me all you want. I don't care. But here's probably one reason you guys are not listening to Dr. Fauci. Okay, and I rarely do not want to talk about this. I really do not, you guys. But you guys are not listening to Dr. Fauci is because of who we had last year in office. Well, not last year, 2 years ago, which is Trump. You guys are, because you are his supporter, you believe everything that comes out of his mouth. Am I right? Yes. And you wonder why we are still in this mess because, and I'm gonna give them props. Joe Biden, President Joe Biden, and Vice President Kamala Harris, they have did more work for us of this pandemic than the last person that was in there. I'm glad that, and they're trying, you guys, every single day, they are trying so we could get through this pandemic. And I give them props for that. But you guys, you need to please listen to the science because it is constantly changing every day. Listen to Dr. Fauci, whoever is your trust person that you trust. Please, you guys, because I know all of us, we are sick and tired of wearing a mask. I know. I'm sick and tired of wearing it. Andrew's sick and tired of wearing it. But you guys, we have to keep on wearing them so we can protect ourselves and others around us who are probably not even vaccinated, who has not even got the booster shots. Okay. So that's my 2 cents there. Just you guys, please wear your mask. Wear your mask. If you have not got your vaccine, get it. If you have not got your booster shot, please get it. So we can be overdue this, hopefully, by the end of this year, hopefully. All right, you guys. So stay right there. We are going to break and we'll be right back with more topics. Don't go anywhere. You're watching The Educators. And welcome back, you guys, to The Educator. So let's hop right back into some more topics. Now, this was a couple of weeks ago on Twitter that they embark on a celebrity power manifestation project of positive thinking. So you have Meg Thee Stallion, you have Matthew Cherry, you had Demi Lovato, and other celebrities who chime in on past tweets that have become a reality, talking about making something happen. So, Andrew, have you ever manifest something into your life that you set it out, you know your goals, and you're just putting it out into the universe, and hopefully your dreams will come true? Have you did anything like that, or think anything about that? Do you write in your journal or say whatever?
No, not really.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No, not really.
Okay. So you don't give yourself positive thinking of what you want in your life?
I mean, I do at times. But sometimes it doesn't go the way that I want it to be. So I'm just like, well, gotta go to plan B, right? So
yeah. And that is totally fine, yes, because our plan A's, you guys, they will not always go the way that we want it. So that is why, we all need to have a plan B for backup if our plan A does not work out correctly. So yeah, with me, I mean, I have some things and some goals, and I'm looking at one right now, and I'm just knocking stuff all over the place. I have this affirmation that I say every morning because I believe that if I say this very constantly, then things will happen in my life because, as you guys know, I am a positive person. I think positive about everyone. I don't think negative of my haters or, the people I don't know. I think positive on everyone. And I have this saying right here, and hopefully you guys can see it, but I'm gonna read it out, which says, and this is from my favorite person, And it says, something good is going to happen in my life, and something good is going to happen through me today. I want something for me. This is just with me. I don't know about you guys, but when I say this, I know that even if I woke up this morning and I wasn't feeling great and I'm quite throughout the day, I'm having a bad day. If I say this constantly to myself, I know that I got this, that I can do anything when I say this. It may not be something good, it may be whatever, but when I say this, I think positive. I think positive that something great is going to happen in my life. Probably not either today, probably not going to happen tomorrow or next week, but I know that something good is going to happen in my life because I'm a positive person. I think positive. I don't think, oh, okay, ooh, what's going to happen? Okay, I don't think negative. That is not me. If you guys think negative thoughts, then guess what? That's going to happen in your life. Sorry, but if you think negative thoughts all the time, then bad things are going to happen to you. That's just with me. That's my opinion. If you think negative thoughts, you need to rethink because if your life is not going the way that you plan of how you want it, you probably need to change something in your life. Okay, that's just with me. So, anything else, Andrew? If not,
No, no.
here. All right. So we're going to break, you guys, and we'll be right back with more of the show. The show. So stay right there. You're watching The Educators.
Love watching The Educators? Well, you can be part of our conversation too. The Educators is active on social media. Like us on Facebook and join the conversation by telling us what you think. Also, follow us on Instagram for behind the scenes content. And also follow us on Twitter to stay up to date of what's happening on our show because you keep the conversation going. So let's get social. So like, comment, and connect with us on The Educators.
And welcome back to The Educators, you guys. So, what a great show we had on today. Some very good topics. And we forgot to mention this, you guys, at the top of the show, which is, you guys, it is Black History Month. So all month long, we will be sharing some, great, great people that we're going to be sharing all month long. So today, Andrew, he has a reading for us today for Black History Month. So Andrew, take it away.
So today is like you said, on my blog is Black History Month. So on today we are gonna do the home security system, which was co-invented by Mary Van Britten Brown in 1966. So before security system became a fixture in homes, an African-American nurse, Mary Van Britten Brown, devised an early security unit for her own home. She spent many nights at home alone in Queens, New York, while her husband was away, and felt unsafe with high rates of crime in her neighborhood. And then on top of that, police were unreliable and unresponsive. So she created a device that would put her mind at ease. So in 1966, Brown invented a system that used a camera that could slide into and look through 4 peepholes in her front door. The camera's view would then appear on a monitor in her home so that she can survey any potential unwanted guests. She added other features to the system, including a microphone to speak anyone at the door, a button to unlock the door, and a button to contact the police. She and her husband took out a patent for the system in the same year, and they were awarded a patent 3 years later in 1969. Now, home security systems commonly used today took variant elements from her design. So, such as Ring, what other security? Oh, ADT. Basically any home security system companies that you think of, you might want to think Mary Van Brittan Brown, because she has created the home security system. So that is your Black History Month reading. Say, like Damien said, like we said, we're going to give you all month long because this month is Black History Month.
Yes. So thank you so much for that intro. So we're going to wrap up the show with this, with my segment that I want to do since Coach is away. So I want to give like my own spin onto this. Here is this I am the kind of teacher who makes time for my students. Okay. And I am the kind of teacher who wants to inspire all of my students to make a difference. So you guys think on to that. Make time for your students, okay? Appreciate that they are there. If they have a thought, hear them out. Please hear them out. Don't just ignore them because they have voice as well, as I constantly say onto my other show. And also inspire your students, okay? So they can make a difference into our world because we need them. So that is your motivation affirmation for today. And you guys, next week, I'm so excited about this intro. Next week, you guys, we have the very person coming back onto the show, which is my sister. She is coming back next week. We'll be interviewing her, you guys, because she is becoming a teacher. Wow. Am I right? She wants to be like me. So we will be interviewing her next week. So stay tuned for that. We have lots of questions for her. So stay tuned for her interview on next week's show. So that is it for our show for today. We thank all of you guys for tuning in and catch us back here next week on a new episode of The Educators. We'll see you guys next time.